Hey everybody, welcome back. It's John here with azWHOLEistic in the CBD studio and dispensary in Phoenix, Arizona. Hope everyone had a good holiday and a good new year. Near the end of January 2020, and we wanted to do another stream. Today we're going to talk a little bit about one of our products. We've got a new product that we've been selling now for about 5 or 6 months, and it's doing really well. People are actually reporting it's doing a lot of things that we didn't expect. So today we're going to talk about CBD for oral care. And we're going to talk a little bit about the proprietary formula that we've created, paste. And we're going to give you some feedback from clients and how they're using it. So first thing, let's talk about just CBD in and of itself for oral care. A lot of people use CBD for a lot of different things, right? We know it helps with inflammation. We know it's antifungal, antibacterial. But we've seen many people use it in different ways. You can literally just brush your teeth. There's several ways to use it. We're going to go into it here real quick. Canker sores, good for. A lot of people will put the tincture under their tongue and then swallow it. But if you swish it around the mouth, if you've got any canker sores, or let's say you've cut your lip on a piece of food or something, it's actually really good. It has healing properties as well. After dental work for pain. A lot of people are starting to use it after dental work just to help with mouth pain or mouth sores, or just pain from getting a root canal, or after cleanings just for gum health. Ongoing, really where we come into the different ongoing, you can brush your teeth with the same CBD that you already have and just put a half a drop or so, again depending on the potency of the bottle, and just brush your teeth with it for a couple minutes, and then obviously you can swallow it. And you'll be amazed at how it really helps with gingivitis and gum health. One of the other things that some of our clients have been doing is actually putting a few drops on their finger and rubbing it on their teething baby's gums. They come in the store and they say, baby stops crying within minutes. So that's a really great use for new mothers, fathers who may have colicky babies that are staying up late at night, things like that. And fungal benefits, as we know. And as well, our clients are putting this paste that we're going to talk about in a moment, our oral paste. People are coming in saying, I'm putting it on my acne, and I've noticed that my oily skin or the pimples are actually healing very rapidly. Some people have even put it on burns. Obviously, you can put CBD on as well, but this oral paste has some pretty amazing ingredients that we'll drill down on here in a minute. So, ingredients in the oral paste that we make are proprietary. They're formulated in a lab. The first thing is a Bentonite Clay. Really cool ingredient. We're going to drill down on these in a moment individually. Bentonite Clay, baking soda, which we've known a lot about, right? It's been around for a long time. Baking soda has been around since Christ, believe it. Hydrogen peroxide, lots of different uses for hydrogen peroxide. That has been around, I think, since the hundreds. And I remember as a kid, my mother would use baking soda or peroxide and white vinegar to pretty much clean everything in the house. And now, as we know, all sorts of chemical cleaning agents out there that are causing toxicity. So going back to basics is not a bad idea in continuing to use some of those age-old remedies. Okay? Product contains 150 milligrams of CBD jar, and obviously there's no sulfates, phosphates, or preservatives in anything that we sell here. So obviously, for our oral paste, same goes for that. Now, let's drill down on the Bentonite Clay. Calcium Bentonite Clay is a healing clay, cleanses the skin and the body in many ways, enriched with minerals like iron, sodium, calcium, potassium, and magnesium, and it actually comes from volcanic ash. And it itself is negatively charged molecules, so it helps to remove toxins from the body. Baking soda, as we know, sodium bicarbonate. There's books. We actually have a book here in the store, 101 uses for baking soda. Pretty amazing what it used to be used for, but it seems like everyone's forgotten about it. That's one of the ingredients. Filters the blood when taken orally. Helps with upset stomach. Filter different conditions in the blood, like people that tend to drink a lot. A little bit of bicarbonate soda and helps to filter those toxins in the kidneys and does remove toxins, treats sores and burns, and there's literally hundreds of other uses. Now, hydrogen peroxide is a chemical combination of hydrogen and water. Acts as a mild antiseptic. It comes in various potencies. Obviously, over-the-counter is lower strength, industrial strength. Burn a hole in your body. But over-the-counter is very safe to use. Can be used for a wide range of things as well. Helps clean and whiten teeth, which is why it's in the product. And used as a mouth rinse to help remove mucus, leave minor mouth irritations and canker sores, why our oral rinses. So, whitening teeth, helping to remove fungus, helping to clean. Really cool little product. Check it out on the website. Feel free to use one of our coupons if you want to try it. And ultimately, I don't typically use it every day because it's fairly expensive. With all those ingredients and the formulation and the CBD, $25 for the jar, but it really should last you a couple of months if you're only brushing your teeth with it about 3 to 4 times a week. So keep that in mind. You don't have to use it every day. You can use your regular Tom's toothpaste, or there's a Dr. Sheffield as well that I tend to use. It doesn't have any of the fluoride and any toxic chemicals in a lot of the toothpaste nowadays. So hopefully that helped you guys get a little bit more information on the product. And we just want to open it up and see if anyone who's watching currently might have some questions for us. Bonnie, does anyone have any questions tonight?
Yes, Lisa from Maricopa asked, are there any sulfates or preservatives in it?
No, Lisa, thanks for the question. Nothing artificial in this at all whatsoever. So some people might keep it in the fridge, but I actually keep mine just in a cool, dry place in the bathroom. And it is kind of like, it's kind of a funky product, really. When you open it up, it actually looks like Fluffernutter. Remember that white stuff? Again, I'm approaching 60, so I don't know if it's even on the shelves anymore, but it was a sugary substance you'd mix with peanut butter and make a sandwich out of it. It kind of looks like Fluffernutter. So you have to use like a little dabber just to kind of dab it out. But ultimately, it's not going to go bad as long as you keep it out of heat. And most people, as I said, use it within a month. So the shelf life on it is probably 6 months. And again, because of the ingredients, it can't really go bad because everything in it's antifungal and antibacterial, much like CBD, which typically has a shelf life of 1.5 years. Good question. We appreciate that.
Okay, Melissa in Tallahassee, Florida, was wondering, because of the bentonite clay and stuff, this is probably something that you don't want to swallow?
That's a great question. We actually were talking about this before the stream tonight, and you can actually swallow it. With most toothpaste, you know, you want to spit it out, obviously because there are materials in normal toothpaste that we don't want to ingest. But this particular product can ingest it, although I do not. I do brush my teeth with it, and I do spit. I don't rinse again and then spit again. I literally just put a little bit of water on my toothbrush, rinse my mouth with a little bit of water, and then spit it out, and I literally do swallow the rest. But once your mouth is filled with it, you can swallow it. There's nothing in the material to harm you. But again, everyone's body is different, like we say here at the store, with everything including CBD. And you really just don't know if you swallow a lot of it, if it might upset your stomach, because the material, right, hydrogen peroxide, baking soda, CBD, and the bentonite clay is very cleansing to the system. So just like when people take too much CBD fast, it might flush out the gut, maybe give you something, but it cannot harm you. So that's a really good question. Thanks for asking that.
Okay, and this is for me. I may have missed it. There's no flavoring in this whatsoever?
There is no flavoring of any kind. The only flavor is coming literally from the clay and the peroxide and the baking soda. So we do put a little bit of spearmint in there, I believe. The lab had put a little bit of spearmint in there just for a little bit of flavoring, so it's not like chalk. So there is a little bit of natural spearmint flavoring in there just to make it not taste like chalk. That's a good point. All right, guys, thanks so much for your questions, everybody. We appreciate you, and we'll look forward to seeing you next month on the next stream. Everyone have a good day. Bye-bye.